you wear my Levi jeans. Took the river with Judas. Tearing down the barrel of his gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Pounce on that shit, dance. Pounce on that shit, dance.
Okay, if you come in, what is up? We are talking about some things for breast cancer awareness month. It's just going to be short, just like I just did the DV awareness. This is for breast cancer. It's just a little short live here on some facts about breast cancer. We're going to play a little things about people that are affected or were affected with breast cancer. Things to notice, right? So let's see. Let's get some facts up. Okay. Like some screening, detection, things of that nature. There are women who are young that do contact breast cancer as well as men. It's starting to become a thing for men with breast cancer as well. So we're going to play a little bit of that too. And I want y'all to remember, not all people who have breast cancer, that you're not going to see certain things or hair loss or any of that yet. I think you lose the hair and stuff doing chemo. But it says screening and early detection. The main goal is to increase regular screening, such as mammograms, will provide the best chance of successful treatment. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends women ages 40 to 74 at average risk get a mammogram every 2 years per the U.S. Service Task Force. So the symptoms are to look for, such as a lump, so you can check your own breast for lumps, skin changes or nipple discharge, and encourage immediate medical attention if they appear. To risk reduction, you can promote healthy habits at a major focus, including maintaining a healthy weight, being physically active, moderating alcohol consumption, and considering the risk of hormone replacement therapy or birth control pills. A lot of people have decided to stop taking birth control because there's a lot of health things going on within birth control, and not just something with wrong one, with that. So it is also speaking of birth control, it is also Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. So if you lost a child, I send my prayers to y'all. So I'm going to play a couple of people videos who have breast cancer, had breast cancer. Some people ringing the bell, and then we're going to look up, people talk about symptoms and all of that stuff.
I'm pushing it hard. I'm pushing it south.
2 more days till it's the Susan E. Coleman's race for breast cancer. And my baby won't be there because she has to work.
No,
but I'm gonna be out there walking till they found the cure. Do I want to walk? I don't. It's it's very emotional for me at times, and it's my body's not the best of the bodies, but I'm gonna be out there walking.
But y'all, and I know that we were talking about getting the shirts, and unfortunately we couldn't find nobody to do the idea that we were wanting, the look that we were going for, basically. So if you guys can, even though the ones that's near and far, if you're not able to participate in the walk, we ask you guys just to wear pink that day. We don't care if it's pink socks, pink shirt, pink headband, or whatever, just some type of representation of the breast cancer walk
for moral support.
Yep. More support. But happy Wednesday.
Okay.
Even though I know someday you're gonna shine.
So she got to ring the bell. Okay, we're going to the
A lot
center.
of people have been asking me the symptoms that I experienced leading up to my breast cancer. So let me explain. So number one, this is the most common one that everybody seems to find, and it is the lump that's on my breast. The lump, it was no more than maybe like this big. It was hard. It had no discharge. I didn't feel any pain. Like I said, it just kind of sat there like in my upper left quadrant. So like I said, that was probably the number one that kind of led me to going to the doctor. But here's some other ones. That's a discharge that I had in my breast. My breast was leaking, not as much, but like I said, it kind of went through my shirt, and that kind of like raised concerns. I noticed the shape of my breast, like how they're normally perky. Well, this one was more like a U-shaped. It kind of had like a weird look about it. And that raised concerns. Even after my surgery, I noticed that it was like a weird shape. And you know how when you look at yourself, you can tell what's going on. Number three was the wrinkles that were in my breast, like little fine lines leading up to like the area. That was number three. And I was developing like sharp pains. It wasn't very often. It was be like, oh, that was like a feeling that kind of raised concern. But the one that led me up to going to my surgeon was the lump that was on my breast. Like I said, I thought it was scar tissue from after my surgery, but it wasn't. And I'm so glad that I listened to my body. I kind of like, as I got out the shower, you know how you look at yourself? Well, I looked and I was like, okay, this one is super huge versus this one. And like I said, do your 2-finger method. I kind of like, ever since my surgery, I kind of do monitor this breast. So I'm glad I did. And that's how I found mine. Not in the shower. I didn't do my 2-finger method that people, normally do. Like I said, I just did mine, and I was kind of like feeling around it because I was like, something feels different. And like I said, I was like, I had my surgery up here. Why am I feeling like a lump up here? So I thought it was like another benign cyst that I had my first surgery, but it wasn't. Like I said, and my doctor raised a lot of concerns when he was like, go get it looked at and follow up with some appointments, and we'll make sure that whatever it is, we get a hold on it now. So listen to your body. If you pay attention to your body, you will notice like what's wrong with it. Your health is your wealth. If you see something, say something, ask a doctor. Like I said, if it's still bothering you, ask for a second opinion, or you can always advocate and say, hey, I know we looked at it, but could we do a little bit more further studies in it to kind of make sure everything's okay? Just so I feel good, my well-being. And like I said, just listen to your body. It'll tell you lots of things, but those are probably the most common ones that I've had. So love y'all so much. We'll talk soon. Bye. Hey y'all, so a lot of people have been asking me.
Okay, let's see.
Breast cancer isn't always a lump. Here are some unusual symptoms to check for.
A rash in the breast or nipple area. This is more common in inflammatory breast cancer, a type of cancer that doesn't cause lumps. Puckering or dimpling of the skin. This is usually because of a deeper breast lump that pulls the skin inwards. The skin around your breast resembles an orange peel known as peau d'orange. This is because cancer cells are blocking the lymph vessels in the skin. If you notice any sudden new changes to the nipple, like discharge or nipple inversion, it's worth getting checked out.
Breast cancer isn't always a lump. Here are some unusual symptoms to check for.
A rash in the breast or nipple area. This is more common in inflammatory breast cancer, a type of cancer that doesn't cause lumps. Puckering or dimpling of the skin. This is usually because of a deeper breast lump that pulls the skin inwards. The skin around your breast resembles an orange peel known as peau d'orange. This is because cancer cells are blocking the lymph vessels in the skin.
Nobody can tell me.
And that's what she go through her chemo.
Then I was just randomly checking my breast a couple of weeks before I found out, and I found a lump on my top left breast. So I scheduled an appointment with my OBGYN, and I let her check it, and she was like, yeah, something don't look right. In her mind, she thought it was a cyst or something, so she scheduled me with Dr. Wallace. Came up here, got a scan. They said it was abnormal, so they sent me to get a biopsy. So maybe a week, not even a full week later, he gave me a call, literally 5:05. I got off work and was like, hey, we got the biopsy. It's showing cancer. The first thing I was doing was texting my husband. And mind you, I was leaving from work, so by the time I got to like the end of my job at the turn, I broke down. Just initial reaction, I'm crying like, why me, why me, why me? Mainly because my mother died when I was 13. And I'm finding I have breast cancer and my daughter is 13. They scheduled me an appointment that following week to come in and go over everything. And of course I recorded. So I recorded from start to finish because they say so much stuff. And I also took my auntie along with me because she has prior breast cancer twice, beating it. And she's more familiar with it. Last week I met with my doctor. I went to the cancer center for the first time, and I met with my doctor. Her name is Dr. Hughes. She's a male. She broke down everything for me, and that was overwhelming as well, like going over the stages. She thinks that I'm probably in stage 2 or 3. So today I'm going to get an MRI, and then Tuesday I get a PET scan, and then Wednesday I meet up with her, and she'll be able to tell me exactly what stage and what treatments to go in. But the good thing is I'm taking y'all along with me in this process, because guess what? Breast cancer does not got me. I got breast cancer, and I know I'm going to defeat it. But I'm going to bring y'all in so y'all can go through this journey with me, so y'all can see what I went through, but also for the ones who are going through it or go through it after me, y'all know that y'all have this.
I'm going to go to her page and see if she have any update.
Hey guys, I am back with an update on my appointment. So as you know, last week I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Once I found out, we have to literally go through the steps. So Monday I had an MRI, which they drew blood, of course, and they put something in me, and then I had to go underneath like a little scanner thing. It wasn't bad. I just could not move, but it wasn't bad, and it was like maybe 25 to 30 minutes, no more than that. After then, Tuesday I came in, I had to get an echo, which that checks my heart and make sure everything is good with it when I get ready to get that poured in for chemo. And then I got a PET scan. Now with the PET scan, y'all, the day before you can only eat certain baked foods like baked fish, baked chicken, beef, and certain vegetables, no seasoning. So literally I pretty much was starving, and drank nothing but water. I had to drink at least 80 gallons of water the day before, so I just went and got bottled water. And then the next morning I couldn't eat anything the day of, and I just had to drink some water. I got that. Typically once you go in, they push something in, I can't think of what it is they put in you, and then you have to lay in a little room for an hour. Then after an hour they send you in there for the PET scan. It normally takes like 18 or 20 minutes. You just don't move, no jewelry and stuff on, and that went smoothly. And then today I actually went to meet with my Dr. Hughes. She informed me that I am in stage 3 breast cancer, but anything than being in stage 4, so we know it's curable. So you know your girl got this. Yes. She was going over the treatment. So right now she's calling to get Dr. Wallace to schedule me to get my PAP put in. And then as soon as I get the PAP,
they're going to start the chemo. I'll do 4 months worth of chemo, and it'll be every 2 weeks I'll be going in. Then after then, I'll do surgery and then radiation. So typically, she said roughly 6 month process, but all in all, I know it can be cured, and I know God got me. My dad came with me and my husband. After we left there, we went down to radiation. He kind of went over everything. Again, he did say he saw some little masses underneath my lymph nodes, and tomorrow I have to go and get a biopsy on that. But all in all, my cancer did not spread, so that's a good thing. And we're just gonna start this process. So I'll come back to update you. I will do a quick video of Monday and Tuesday's little runabout that I did. But so far so good. The hard part is chemo, but I'm gonna get this done.
You never folded, never sat still. That kind of faith gon' break through for real.
I don't know who need to hear this.
Okay. Let me stop sharing real quick. Okay. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna let it talk.
I'm a fellowship-trained breast surgical oncologist, and today I'm explaining the difference between grade and stage. This is a picture demonstrating the grade. Grade means what the cancer looks like under the microscope. Grade 1 cancers look like they're very slow growing, and grade 3 cancers look like they're fast growing, and grade 2 is in the middle. Stage, however, is how big the tumor is and if it's spread to the lymph nodes or anywhere else. Here's a chart which demonstrates how we calculate the stage. And to do so, we measure the size of the tumor and check how many lymph nodes are involved, if any. This is an ultrasound of a lymph node which looks like it has cancer. So for those of you who are being diagnosed now, grade is what it looks like under the microscope, and even if the grade is 3, it still may be an early stage or treatable cancer. I'm a fellowship-trained breast surgical oncologist.
Cancer staging, we hear it a lot. We hear people say, I'm stage 1, I'm stage 3, I'm stage 4. What does it all mean? And how do we determine what stage somebody's cancer is? Let's start with stage 0, because there is actually a stage 0. Stage 0 just means you have a little bitty area that has cancer cells in it. It's kind of stayed encapsulated. It has not started to infiltrate any other areas. It's definitely not in any lymph nodes or anything like that. That is the best stage to be diagnosed with. Stage 1, which is where I started. Stage 1 is where they detect the mass or the cancer area. For me, it was in the breast, but it is invasive, which means it is starting to actually grow into the tissue in the surrounding area. Stage 1, they will look at your lymph nodes when they take out the tumor. Stage 1, there's no lymph node involvement, and it doesn't look like, other than that tissue where the tumor is, and maybe it's infiltrated a little bit, there are no signs that it is gone systemic at this point. Stage 2, maybe the size is a little bit bigger. Maybe the infiltration has gone a little bit deeper into the tissue. Stage 2, there may have been some cancer cells found in those very close lymph nodes to the tumor that they take when they do the original lumpectomy or removing of the tumor. Stage 3, you can see the pattern here. So in stage 3, not only is the cancer found in the closest lymph nodes to where the tumor originated from, now you're finding cancer cells in lymph nodes that are a little bit farther away from the original site, which of course means cancer cells may have traveled a little further and it might be a little more concerning. Stage 4 is a big kahuna of cancer diagnoses. Nobody wants stage 4. I certainly didn't. I was diagnosed stage 4 2 years after my original early stage breast cancer diagnosis. Stage 4 means that we have actually now found cancer cells growing its own tumor in an organ that is not the original site. Stage 4 or metastatic cancer means that treatment will never end. You can't remove the whole tumor anymore or keep it from spreading because it already is out in your system. So basically the treatment at that point is just to keep it from growing and multiplying for as long as possible. I hope this is very helpful to anybody who's been at all confused with the difference.
Oh, she did. Okay, y'all. Um, Let me stop sharing. I hope I spelled it right. Most of them have like radiation pain. Some people have. I'm gonna make this short. But most people go through radiation and some of that for us. Now, if you hit like a stage 4, some people do have theirs that travel. And most brown and black women have most high levels of breast cancer. I do not know why, but that's what statistics states. Um, and I'm not sure what the statistics is now. Breast cancer now is 30%, 1 in 3, and it's 1 in 8 women in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. In 2025, an estimated of 316,950 women and 2,800 men will be with invasive breast cancer. An additional 59,080 new cases of non-invasive in situ breast cancer will be diagnosed. Chances are you know at least one person who has been personally affected by breast cancer. But there is hope. When caught in early low stages, the 5-year relative survival is 99%. Okay. Just do early detection. Do have different types of breast cancer. There are different types of treatments. You have the DCIS, it's non-invasive, it's zero. IDC and is excessive breast cancer that begin in milk ducts and has spread into surrounding breast tissue. You have invasive lubar carcinoma. It is beginning the milk glands. Triple negative breast cancer, inflammatory MBC, which is stage 4. You have LCIS. It's not a breast cancer, but a risk of developing. Then there's other types. There are male, and then there's breast cancer during pregnancy. So some people do catch it during the pregnancy. You can have your treatments would be like you got to choose your doctor, surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, hormone therapy, targeted therapy, standard treatment versus clinicals, side effects, physical activity, your follow up, and your bone in healthcare. Also, the stages. Um, you have, like she was saying, you have the stages, which is 1 through 4. And 1 through 4, that means the cancer can travel to your brain, your liver, any areas of the body, the bone, things like that. And some people do fight it, some people don't fight it. And I want to show some of those that didn't because I don't know who may have it that need to have hope with it. I have known a couple of people that had breast cancer and fought them. The most best thing to do, especially for women who have it, is to remove the breast, and that removes the cancer from coming back. So most women will go get their boobs removed, I guess the tissue and stuff to be removed, and then that's when they have other things, the cancer is removed that way. I don't know who this can help, but please go get checked. Get checked for everything, okay? But I just want to do this short live. And anyone that is diagnosed, I pray for you. I pray for your healing. I pray that, listen, you're gonna beat it. You're gonna fight it. You are a fighter. You were here to fight. You're gonna do your best. Don't get tired. The best is yet to come. I want to say my prayers to anyone affected, to anyone that had their family members affected, that lost their family members from it. And I pray for y'all. But yeah, I just want to do this short live for breast cancer awareness because I did do it for DV. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Get to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you tomorrow. We'll be back on Turn Things tomorrow. I might go live later on because I'm still trying to find something, but I'll be live tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night.